Alright, we're live! Yay! Hello everyone and welcome to the Wednesday daytime stream. Seems like we're starting closer to 5 again. So hard for me to avoid that. My whole day gets eaten up so fast if I work on anything at all. I was posting a video at least. And so that takes a little while to make a video. A video can take like over an hour to make, even though it's only a minute long. It's all about like the upload time and SEO, and you gotta upload it to all these. It's a whole bunch of work. I'm gonna remove this. How's it going, everybody? Okay, let me grab these. There it is. Let's get the title. Hottest breaks of the week. Hottest breaks of the week. New Pricey slabs. Live card shop. Alright. Mister is here, everyone. Rejoice. Did you forage today? I did not. No, we did that a couple times. We got some nice mushrooms out of the forest. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of exercise. But we just relaxed and cooled off today. Alright, so we're live for Wednesday daytime. How's it already Wednesday? The days are just melting by. Okay. Okay. Another month, another record. We broke our record in May by certifying 570,000 cards. This comes after another record-breaking month in April where we graded 341,000 TCGs, sport cards, and non-sports cards. Wow. So CGC is saying they're not having a problem at their company. So that's interesting. Here's Beckett says I got an invoice. Really? So does that mean they finished something? Sometimes that means they finished something. Look it up. Beckett grading. Invoice is often associated with the finished submission. Stop. All right. Mike's side, we need new emojis. YouTube ain't for the faint of heart. I lost my TCC ball. Oh no! Alright, let's just see. BGS. Active. Oh, I see. So 2 of the submissions are active. I'm curious if they've done the grades on these yet. Tammy emoji is new emoji. Get to work, Mike's side! That's the audience, basically. They're relentless. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. Final grade. No final grade yet. Oh my god, give us a grade, please, Beckett. Alright, we're putting that away. Thanks for nothing, Beckett. Freaking Beckett. They're just like emailing me stuff that I don't even need to see. So, Ivan Rodriguez, Melodic, Kangaskhan, Machop, Mag Cargo, Ancient Tomb. What? Hold on. That's a lot of stuff. Melodic for 15 bucks. Let me pull up Discord. So today we have some pricey slabs. I'm going to price up some pricey slabs. Ooh, okay, there's the Melodic. Okay. Here's the Melodic. He ordered that. Melodic sold. Okay. What else he get? He got Machop, Mag Cargo, Ancient Tomb. Okay. Those might actually be on the table. Let's see what we can find out. Let's see. Why not? Oops. None of these. Let me look at that again. So it's Mag Cargo, Kangaskhan, and a Machop. All right. Here we go. Ah, is it this one? No, that's $100. Not that one. Last pile then? There's the Kangaskhan. Here's a Jigglypuff. Here's a different Kangaskhan. I don't see a $20 Machop. Was that already bought last night, maybe? So here's this. How much was the Kangaskhan? Okay, Kangaskhan was $26. Mad Cargo was $20. I think I remember showing that off, but I don't remember if it stayed on the table. Oh, that's probably what it was. It was probably one that I showed off for a moment, but it wasn't truly on the table. Yep, there it is, Mad Cargo. No problem. We'll get you that Mad Cargo. Ancient Tomb. I think the Ancient Tomb was going to be repriced and put onto eBay. There it is. And there's Machop. You can have them. Yeah, I think the Ancient Tomb is probably underpriced, actually. It's a holographic from Hidden Legends. That's $20. It's probably more like a $50 card, to be honest. But you can have it. So here they are. Got them all. All right, those are for Ivan Rodriguez. All right, I'm starting to really like this Ivan Rodriguez, guys. He treats me right. There it is. Oops. Ivan Rodriguez. You know, Ivan, there are guys out there who only collect, like, PSA 9s. It is. And they'll buy, like, large collections of 9s over time. It's really funny because people pay this horrible, horrible premium for the 10s. And a lot of people just look past the 9s. But even I hold a 9 or 2 of some Pokemon cards. Because those also go up. And they're pretty rare sometimes. There it is. And you'd be surprised how easy it is. Let's say you got a card for $20 and it's a 9, right? You'd be surprised how easy it is to sell that later for $30. Because no one really cares about the difference between $20 and $30. Not a big difference. But the difference between like $2,000 and $3,000, that is a big difference. So it's funny how that works. All right, you got it, Ivan. They're all yours. Any Togepis? Nah, I can't think of a single Togepi. Well, no, there should be a... there might be one down here, actually. There might be a commission slab. I had to do a video for the commission slabs. There's a Dratini. Oh, yeah. Look at this card right here. That's a nice card. That's a Calevabara Dragonite right there. That's nice. I'm surprised that one didn't go. PSA 9 Dragonite. You may have... People are racist toward those 9s, man. Okay. Rare chance to see some of these old commission slabs. Rattata. Oh. Suicune, Execute. Here's a little Totodile. I thought there was a Togepi. I don't see one right away. How many of these commission slabs we got? Let me do a wide angle. A wide angle real fast. Ugh. I have powerful hands. You can't stop me. Cerulege, very cheap. That was a Dark Pupitar. Snorlax, here's a Dratini 9. That's a nice Lugia. There's a Dratini 9. That's nice. You know what? Oh, there it is. Haha, I knew it existed. That's a LaFlame Hidden Legends Togepi, $81. There you have it. From Hidden Legends. Is that a Yukimori? No, something else. Looks kind of like a Yukimori from afar. Now, the trick is, can I put these away without dropping them? Oops. It may take a while, but there's 9 are going up in value too. Weiss Rose posted more upcoming sets, but all web novels or dating games. Ah, I see. Okay. Dating games, huh? Let's start our own printing company, guys. Who wants to be a millionaire with me? Dude, we should start our own printing company. Let's start our own company making cards. Let's actually produce something rather than just being middlemen. Because card shops are middlemen. They sort of they produce a service anyways. Card shops, you know, the service is that they give you a place to go shopping, and they do a good job of creating demand and understanding what the market wants, and so, you know what I mean? So there's sort of a service involved in being a middleman. Like Walmart provides a service, Target provides a service. But, you know, I have more respect for the companies that actually produce the goods. It'd be cool to be a producer of goods. You know, wake up and then we sort of do that actually with Cardconomist Grading, don't we? That's a real thing we produce. We produce a graded card. All right. Not sure how to layer cards, though. Do you think you've sold cars? Yes, I do think I've sold cars. 5 bazillion. Look at these wonderful breaks. The Shining Mew break, of course, is where all the attention is going to be. This card is not hitting the table very often. Big swirl by the head and tail, by the way. It's kind of cool how it gets right between them. This card will not be a break very often, so this is a rare break. Rare break. Okay, Team Rocket Grunt, it says, how much for the Espeon if I wanted to sell it back to you? Well, I could do a commission sale for you, perhaps, on it. Would you like me to do that? Do I have a bug bite on my arm? I have a bug bite on my arm. Ah, my arm's itchy, and it's a giant bug bite. God, dude. If they're commissioned, there's no trading allowed. You can trade for it. Yeah, you can trade me for it. All right. So, now we have Garrett Nadal, 200 to slab away. Garrett Nadal, 200 to slab away. You got it, Garrett. So, we're going to jump over here to slab away. Slab away. That's a big order. That's a big order. That's a $200 order, everybody. Slab away. It's a big deal. So, he's got the Level X Dialga. Oh, you got that Dialga, man. All right. So, this goes to 1160. Yeah, you got to get that one paid off, man. All right. And then one Mew sublist. The Mew sublist. Oh, I love it. Okay. So, Garrett, you're jumping in here. Garrett, we've been waiting for you. Nadal. How you doing, Mr. Garrett? I run Flexo Machine. What? One Koro Mew. Okay. Yeah, this thing's going off for sure. There's no way it doesn't. If I had cards like this all day, I could probably just... I need to consider more cards like this. I really do. PSA 1's vintage cards for breaks, because I feel like there is a demand for like PSA 1 breaks for sure, especially on like really special cards. Like if you're not going to own this Mew for $4,000, maybe it's more fun to just own it as a PSA 1. Garrett Nadal going right into this break, and this is the lightning break, a proper lightning break, because this one's going to end. Just had to wait for my pay adjustment. No problem, man. Here we are. All right. This is some Metroid Prime music that's playing. Kind of already sick of it. Turn that down a little bit. This waifu break over here is only 4 spots, everybody. All right. Your shipment is arriving soon from trading. Nice. All right. So the black and white will probably be here for tonight, but that doesn't mean that you should ignore these. These are very nice. Now, we also have an order from our friend Jonathan Fernandez. Let me join that Luffy break. Yes, so we have a One Piece break. One Piece is one of the better selling sets on our menu, and so why wouldn't we have an occasional One Piece break? So here it is. If these do very well, I'll consider restocking them. So you kind of vote on what you want me to bother putting into my inventory when you jump into these kinds of breaks. Okay. Did you order Interspecies Reviewer set coming at the end of August from Weiss Rose? It's going to be hot, probably most loot set. Yee. So my guy wanted me to order it, but I asked him about the price. It was pretty high, and he's like, yeah, it's pretty high when you pre-order. So I said, oh, well, then I'm not going to pre-order. So that's why I told him, I said, well, if you know for a fact it's expensive to pre-order, then let's not pre-order. Let's wait till it actually comes out. And you're correct. It's probably going to be insanely lewd. I've already seen some of it. He was trying to sign me up for some of it, and I turned him down, but it's in my mind. I know it's there. It's on my mind. You're all degenerates! Sick! I don't think we can even open that one live. We gotta open that one on the OF channel. We are. I wonder if showing sets like that will actually cause my channel to be kind of hidden by YouTube a little bit. I wonder if YouTube would do that. Like they would detect that there's like boobs on screen, and then they go, you know, don't push this one. I wonder if that's a thing at all. All right, you're in. High for pre-order? That seems backwards. It's really not. I've experienced that multiple times this year. Multiple times. The price was higher at the pre-order. Okay, let's talk about a card I'm going to go ahead and offer for sale. Here is a Crystal Guardians Dusclops. Okay. I was doing more research tonight. Man, we got a lot of work left to do before we move, man. I was reading about how banks look at your like debt to income ratio and all this stuff. Okay, let's see. We are. If Karis and I really want to move, we have to sell all these homes. Where's the freaking Dusclops? Hold on, let me type in Dusclops. So I got to keep raising money, and we got to sell all those homes. Okay. Beautiful Dusclops. He's a rare card. Let's set him up. Okay. This guy's for sale. He's a vintage Crystal Guardians Dusclops. Okay. All right. I don't know how accurate this price is. That seems kind of low, to be honest with you. Okay. Good. What you got for Fwee today? Oh, let me go get the Fwee ones. Fwee ones. Okay, you're in the Leafy Break. Luke Laurie, $12 bag sort. I think I have 3 bags. $10 slab away. $10 towards slab away. One family Star Wars. Okay, Luke. Let me take care of this for you, Luke. Luke. I am your Faja. This is $140. $12 bag sort, huh? It's a lot for a bag sort. Let's move this around. What is this? Box battle? All right. Mr. Luke. These are my ever so popular bag sorts. Luke. Luke. Oh, that is a lot of stuff. That is quite a lot of stuff. Luke, I'm your rip and chip. What does your personal collection entail, mister? They forgot to put a 0 next to the 1 in the mute break. 0 next to the 1. All right. You got Groot slaying. What? What the hell? Okay, good. Tom Nook, good. Good. Very good. Off center, bit off center, bit off center. These are actually good. This guy. Good guy. Wank. Well, good guy. Okay, you got a bunch of Star Wars here. Maybe. Ah, you got that sketch card? Yes. Konnichiwa. Here's some cold ones. Okay. Liking that sketch card. It would take a literal boat to list all of Mister's collection. So that was pretty easy to sort, because most of your bag is actually just these Star Wars cards. And they just, they're fat. They take up a lot of room, but they don't require a lot of sorting. So these are all hollow. You could grade any of these. This one's kind of cute. I like this C-3PO. Typhlosion, he's nice. Droid Chat, kind of nice. These are a bit odd, It's a bit of an odd set. So I don't really know on the value of it. Off center. Like Cleveland, Herbert, Darth Vader as Stewie. I actually like those. Oh, yeah, I would definitely consider that. And then, Girl. Oh, yeah, that's good. You got some good stuff, man. All right, you got a double one of these. Good. One with the link. All right, so, let's just count this as 2 bags. You got $4 left over, Mr. Luke Laurie. So if you want to spend that, you can spend that $4 off your next order, because it really wasn't that much stuff when you consider a lot of it was just these bulk booster packs. That was pretty easy to sort. Didn't take too long at all. Family Guy set is fun to open. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was really funny when I saw it. Okay. So bag sort helps people understand what they have. There it is. So there we go. Nothing too crazy popping out of this one. Okay. And now let's give you one of these plastic bags. Doop doop doopy doopy boo. Lucario, Steelix, Hat Girl, Tom Nook, Hollow, Thai language Charizard, very cool. Stewie, this guy, Family Guy, Hop, that's a really good one. The Hop one's great. Hop, a sketch card, 2 Star Wars Family Guy logo cards, and Blockbuster Mew, and a Superior Poker card. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. All right. That is a bag sort, everybody. Takes a little time, but sometimes can be very valuable to know what it is you've actually got. All right. Let's pull this guy out. We've got a Kabutops. Look at that Kabutops. Take a quick look at him. He hasn't been priced in a while. Looks like I offered him for sale before in the past. Let's see how he's doing today. Okay. Kabutops. Carddass. All right. Let's see. Oops. Be interesting to do a break on a card like this, you know. So it looks like he's going to be a pretty enticing $420. Boy, that would be an easy break. Easy vintage break there. Yeah, that's an interesting break. I'll put him up here. I'll put him up here to get us started. And I think if no one scoops him up, I might turn this one into a break because we don't get a lot of vintage breaks, and I think he'd make a really nice one. Okay, he's a cool card. It's a strange card, but he's cool. Hey, it's Mr. JC, spotting the Koro Mew and spotting the Wanted Luffy. You got it. Okay, running low on these energy cards. J.C. Prismatic Evo falling quite dramatically. The booster pack price or the PSA slab price? That was bound to happen. That was bound to happen. It was also expensive. But that's something I want to keep an eye out, because if the price on the booster packs fall real dramatically, I'll probably want to do a reprice, kind of keep up with it all. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Da-da-da-da-da. We'll place these over here. We're going to say 4 and 2. Lovely. Good luck in there, guys. Okay. We have a Jack Woodworth Darkness Ablaze booster box, 1 live custom, 1 Pokeball, 1 Pokeshuffle. No black and white today. I believe it's going to show up tonight. That's what I think is about to happen. I believe it's showing up tonight. That's 1 cold live custom. Look at that Cluffa. That's so cute. We basically have been black and white starved. There it is. Pokemon Black and White, the first interracial Pokemon set. Zoop. Oh, hey, look at that. 2 live and a -5. That's not so bad. It's kind of a snipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Not bad. Prismatic ETB still 100 on eBay. Not falling that much. Okay, you guys keep me up in the loop if something like that happens. Like prices come down a lot. No luck. That was 3 live customs. No luck. Sorry, Jack. You almost got really lucky with that Pokeshuffle, man. All right. This ticks down by $5 thanks to the star spot, or the -5 on that. Live custom. So this is just $80. From $90 to $80 now. Mickey Mouse. We've sold a couple of those Mickey Mouses this year. Okay, you need a spot in the Darkness Ablaze booster box battle. Let's get that started. Box battle. First spot in. Yeah, Darkness Ablaze is a good one. That's an older box. Really, it is. And you can request that it stays sealed or you can open it. It would be fun to see a whole box of it open because it's one of those older boxes. You don't get to see it get open very often. Now, I would update the number on the box, but somebody requested I don't do that because they might be interested in having it stay sealed. Okay. Here's an interesting card coming to the table, the Piranha Plant. Ooh, ow. That is a Mario Carddass Piranha Plant. Carddass Piranha. Okay. What if I type in Mario? Looks like it's about $90. Ooh. Yeah, that would be a cool one to have a break on. Gotta get some more sleeves here, guys. When you get a moment, can you write sealed on mine? I ran out of room in the note. Oh, no problem, man. I can do that for you. Freaking notes. That is such a beautiful card. Way better than Togepi. This one right here, it's a pretty interesting card, isn't it? So this is from 1989, by the way. Mario will probably never go out of style. But you know what is going out of style? This place I'm living in called Missouri. So I'm selling some cards. I normally wouldn't want to sell them. But I am selling them because I want to get out of here. So I'm going to be traveling light. Fewer and fewer cards going with me. And we're going to start with the ones that I can afford to replace someday. Because I think I'll probably just buy this back sometime later. We are. But yeah, I'm getting ready to move. Trying to do it in a short period of time, too. Okay. The biggest thing we got to do, we got to sell the homes. We got 3 homes to sell, including the one I'm in. That's going to be a pain in the ass, man. It's going to be really tough to do. So, got all these renovations to pay for. Steven Sistrunk, paying down Lotina. You got it. Steven. This is coming down to 1020. Nice. You're very consistent. Okay. We're going to jump over here. We have a Stephen Emery. OP9 English times 5 plus shipping. You got it, Mr. Steven. Hope you're having a nice day, Mr. Steven. What is this? Oh, that's a Japanese pack, huh? Ah, here we are. Found it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5. Ta-da! All right, 5 of these lovelies. That's the one downside to owning property. It's a lot of work. All right. Snipping this. Snipping this. And snipping this. All right. There's kind of a new option we're talking about because we've been leaning toward Las Vegas pretty strongly. We've also thought about Tennessee because it's so similar to Missouri. Getting like a lake house in Tennessee. Texas, I think, is ruled out because the property taxes are too high. We are talking a little bit about potentially getting a mountain home in the state of Washington, which is also one of the no tax states. And previously, I've been pretty much against going to Washington because it's not really warm enough to go swimming in. But I hadn't really considered it to be a mountain place like Colorado or Wyoming, and it is. They've got pretty good mountain homes out there. So now it's being looked at differently. So it's just one of those things, you know, you just keep researching and researching and researching. You uncover little things. And so it's been discovered that Washington offers high-quality mountain homes like Colorado. Now, Colorado, you wouldn't move to Colorado because that's a high-tax state. Colorado is a high-tax state. So getting crowded. So you're looking for underpriced, no-tax mountain home. And so we've considered Wyoming for that, but Wyoming's got like one major place called Jackson Hole, and the billionaires already bought all those houses because it's a no-tax state with good mountain homes. Here it is, Stephen. So, but it's interesting. Washington has some of that too. And we're curious if he'll follow a similar pattern, if those mountain homes will be gobbled up by rich people. So, you know, if we're able to buy a mountain home early and live there for a few years, I wonder if we would be able to flip that, or even just hold on to it and rent it and then still move to Las Vegas one day. Here it is, Stephen Emery. I feel like a place like Las Vegas is just going to be developed as a normal standard way of life, like a place you go live. Whereas a mountain home's more touristy. You know, you go there for the winter or something. What's the biggest thing you're looking for in the new location? I'm looking for the biggest flip. When I buy a home, I want to buy it way under what it's really worth. And then when I sell it, I want to gain tons of money. So I like, if somebody could just point onto the map which house is about to explode in price, I'd just go buy that. It doesn't really matter where it's at. It could be in any state. But that's the thing. It's really tricky to know. And you can follow certain patterns. Like, for example, the houses that are blowing up in price, they're all in the no tax states because that's where everyone wants to be. All the businesses want to be there. All the full remote workers want to be there. The people escaping the high tax states want to be there. Yeah, they want to start a new life. And so those states are exploding in value. So it's probably going to be a no tax state. Okay, here's a Bob-omb. PSA 10, Carddass, Bob-omb. I typed in knob-omb. No! Bob-omb. There's none for sale. Okay. All right. Texas is becoming the new Silicon Valley, to be honest. I've heard about that with Texas. I think that that's really cool. I've seen their real estate. They got some really nice suburbs, nice big homes, kind of affordable. I think the problem with Texas, though, is where does it go from here? Because if you've got a really high property tax rate, what happens when the houses go up in value? Like if they actually do that, they go up in value. So if somebody came out and announced that they were reducing the state taxes on Texas real estate, I'd be like, okay, fair game, I'm in, you know. But if no one does that, then I'm probably not in. Let's see. We've already got this card up here. Let's do this one next. Sneasel. So why would Sneasel be for sale? I'll explain it. I'm not exactly a Sneasel fan myself. I just buy Sneasel because you're supposed to complete a set. So Rocket Sneasel coming up here. Let's see what he's going for these days. Returns Sneasel. You'll notice I have another Sneasel for sale. Now I have two Sneasels. Oh, man, this looks kind of pricey. Oh, my God. This card's really gone up in price over time. So the cheapest one has 20 watchers, PSA 10, and it's 1,750. Holy moly, man. Okay. Jesus. That's the Rocket Returns version, which means it's a little more desirable. Well, I could technically charge you like $175 in taxes on this one. I'm gonna price it the same. So this is actually a pretty good deal. This is a Cardconomist giving up his cards kind of deal. There you go. Where's that other Sneasel? He's cheaper. So you got two Sneasels to look at. Oh, he's not a lot cheaper though. They're similar. Which one's more rare? Now's a good time to buy Sabrina's 10 Gengar. Japanese. Here it is. Is it? Okay, so population 79. So he's more expensive and there's more of them. However, it's because he's Team Rocket. That's what it is. See down there? Rocket logo, Rocket logo. So we got two very nice Sneasels available that are rarely available. Oh, did we ship Mr. Steven? We didn't ship Mr. Steven, did you? There you go, Stephen Emery. All right. All right. Oh, it looks like my thing shut down. Let me go ahead and open that back up. Will you stay if your governor says local the Ozarks will be a tax-free state? I would, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would stay. I mean, it's a cool lake house, and if this was tax-free, I'd be very excited, actually. That's not going to happen. I looked it up. In Missouri, the state senators are talking about turning Missouri into a tax-free state, but they're talking about doing this by raising sales taxes, which affects me anyways as a business. So I haven't actually saved any money if they just raised the sales tax. Sales taxes affect me a lot. This? All right, Steven. Yeah, I wouldn't have actually saved any money if they raised the sales tax. I could actually lose more money. There we go. PokeRev has more Sneastles. No, he's better than me. Which break should I enter Luffy or Leafy on? Basically, whichever break you don't want to lose, tell me to go in the other one. What? Oh my God. Please just do this. Oh, is now a good time to buy Sabrina's Gengar Japanese 10? There's never a good time to buy Sabrina's Japanese Gengar PSA 10. That card is always overpriced, is always super expensive. It's a super premium card. There's like 1 million of them too. It's not even rare. It's not even rare. And they're just stupidly overpriced. So if you buy it, enjoy saying goodbye to your money. Say bye-bye. Bye, money. I didn't even really like money. I like giving my money to Pokemon. Charizard break. Waifu break. 4 spots left. The Mew break moving very rapidly. The new Leafeon break. Altart Japanese. It's good. And the Wanted break. Money just paper at the end of the day, mister. Yeah, that's right. More money, more problems. Here's TRG. Please put my Espeon on commission at 1 spot in the Mew. Thanks, mister. Okay, so you want to give the Espeon back. Let me go get the Espeon. I'll be right back. I think I know where it's at. All right. Here I am, and now I'm out of breath. Woo! I'm getting a smaller house next time. All right. I hate the feeling of FOMO and regret not buying cards when they were cheaper. I feel stupid. Yeah, I feel that too, believe it or not. Here we are. So I already know that this card is a $100 card. So if we're doing 73% store credit on it, you've got $73. There it goes. Why? Because I'll just buy this outright and put it behind me. All right. There we go. Exercise, mister. Whew. Our house is a 4,000 square foot home, and the shipping location is in the furthest reach of the lower half of the home, as far away from this room as possible. So I run all the way out of the room to the stairs, down the stairs, and run all the way through the basement, get all the way to the shipping area that I'm looking for, then run all the way back. It's ridiculous. I should have the slabs up here in this room, and I should just take like 2 steps and go grab one. All right, so let's see. But what I hate about it is how long it takes. And so I feel like you guys are going to get bored if I take too long. So I run off. Here we are. Okay. I run off because I'm like, I got to get it quick. All right. Hello, Mr. and chat room. So today I was standing guard along with an off-duty officer as we had a vendor restock Pokemon cards today. Dang, dude. Has the booster break completed yet? The booster break. Oh, there's a gym break for this booster pack, everyone. No, it hasn't. Here it is. PSA 9 Wax Packs, Princess Peach, only $34. Jose Arredondo's in there. He's saying, please take my money. He would love for you to take him out of this Nintendo Game Pack break. And he wants you to succeed. So help him out. So let's see. TRG. You're going into the Mew break. She had a lot of Destined Rival blister packs, and we had a line of grown men waiting in line to get their cards. That's the customer. Who do you think's in here? It's grown men. We're all grown men. We like Pokemon. It's just how things are. I don't know. Is it that crazy? Maybe it is crazy. I don't know. Has there ever been anything like this in the past? Let me think about it. What did people collect in the past before the invention of like media? I don't know. Trophy rooms, maybe, full of, like, deer heads or something? Just trying to think. I guess men in the past probably collected, like, jewels, gold, and silver. This is just the new gold and silver now. You know what I'm saying? This is the new jewels. This is a jewel. Look how shiny it is. Very shiny. It's an adult product. It wasn't intended for adults, but that's who buys it. And so if that's really consistent, the pattern, if it's just adults buying it all day long, it's an adult product. That's the way I see it. Beanie Babies coins. Yeah, we did coins, stamps, gold, silver. I would say gold, silver, and diamonds are the most comparable thing to Pokemon cards. You know, look at this. This literally looks like it's a diamond, right? They literally copied diamonds. And that's it. I mean, if it's only adults buying it and just not as many kids, it's because it turns out adults like to collect things. And this is what they're collecting. So, you know, there's always so much shaming in the hobby when it comes to that kind of stuff. As if, like, imagine gold, silver, and diamonds existed, and everyone was being told all day long, only children are allowed to collect gold, silver, and diamonds. Only children. Not adults. No. And that's how I feel about the whole thing. I feel like people shame adults for doing the thing that they naturally want to do. If everyone's doing it, it's normal. And I think that's what's going on. Most people are collecting Pokemon. One of the best-selling franchises. It's the #1 media franchise, isn't it? I think it is. I wanted poster break? Yeah, we got wanted poster break, man. Jump in. What's the #1 media franchise brand? I don't think it's Disney. It's Pokemon, right? There it is. Pokemon. So this is gold and silver and diamonds today. And it's just, you know, you can't tell people that only children are allowed to do it. It's going to happen. All right, let's see. So now we've got Mr. Theodore Labby, 1 Breaking Bad, 1 Final Fantasy Hidden Legends. Oh, yes, the Hidden Legends. Where the hell is that? My bag is smaller than my pee-pee. No! All right, let's get that Breaking Bad. Let's see. Just move this over here. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Breaking Bad. Let's make a cartoon and call it Breaking Good. There we go. These guys wait in the rain at 6 in the morning. The vendor restocked at 1 p.m. Oh, yeah, I get it that it's insane. People are off their nut over this stuff. Yeah, it's total insanity. It's like depravity. You look at it and you shake your head. You're like, what is happening in the world? This can't be real, right? So I believe we go and get a fresh box of Hidden Legends. Yes, fresh box of Hidden Legends. Be right back. Here I am. Ow. That hurt. Shame on you for collecting chin Pokemons. It is. People used to be shamed for gaming. Gaming used to be something for only, like, thin, nerdy guys. People used to be shamed for watching anime. There we go. The shaming continues. Here it is. For shame! Shame! All right. My friend wants to trade a PSA 8 Sabrina Gengar for 10 CD Snorlax. Should he? Well, what would he... Which card is his in the trade? Which card is his in the trade? Wait for break. Gotta finish. It's so close. It's so damn close. New Magic Final Fantasy set the vendor stock too. Sure. I believe you. That's it. I'm liquidating my whole collection at the heat, at the top of the market. I'm going to go buy myself my mountain home. That's cold. And then I'm going to build a big vault room with all the money. And I'm going to start TCC Vault House, where you can store your stuff. He is getting the Snorlax CD for the Gengar. All these damn men want our Dirty Girl cards. Shake my head. Look how close that break is to ending already. Here we are. Here's ta-da, Terra and Bahamut. You got Bahamut. What are we looking for in the Breaking Bad cards? So Breaking Bad cards have like holographics. They have signature cards. Probably those two things. I think they have holographics, don't they? Signature cards are definitely the top thing to pull. Signatures from the actual actors. How cool is that? Okay. Scrooge McDuck-like. I've been hurting feelings all day on OfferUp. We are. What does that mean? You mean we get into fights? We are. All right. Mail finally came in. The Lugia is humongous. The Lugia is humongous. Which Lugia? Okay, we got a nice Dratini. That's a Tammy Dratini. Here is a Kurumi. It's Kurume. Like the same size as the Jumbo Sylveon. Here's Bellsprout. Here's Charmander. Ooh. All right. Luke Laurie, can I use $4 credit for one TCC junk pack, Journey Together pack giveaway to chat? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, a TCC junk pack. Where am I keeping those? Here they are. Here is your junk pack. Do you have any cards with the frog from Hello Kitty? I don't think I do. I guess I focused on Hello Kitty. Whoa. Those are Hidden Fates reverse hollows. Those aren't junk. All right, you actually got a Pokemon pack out of there. That's interesting. Okay. And a pack of what to the Journey Together to the audience. Pack a Journey Together. All right, pack a Journey Together. What do I store a Journey Together? All right. So our good friend Luke Laurie is donating a pack of Journey Together to you guys. Why don't you guess a number between 1 and 20 right now? Guess a number between 1 and 20. Okay. Which evolution turns you on the most? Will you have the new Chinese set? Gem 2, or is it the other one with the Gengar in it? So one of my young coworkers bought a 151 Zapdos box, and in that one alone, she pulled full art of the Squirtle line and a Hollow Mew. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and roll this dice now. Landing on 15. Who guessed 15 first? Anyone? It's literally the first number, Aovic. All right, Aovic. Very nice, Mr. Aovic. So this is a gift to you. from Luke Laurie. And it contains Volcanion. How nice. Super D-duper. Okay, little Volcanion bonus. I don't know if you have a bag. Let's see. Victor Kokiko, Vahan Gavandian, Vicente, Victor Alvarez, Victoria. Any offer, starting to bid for Volcanion at $100. I'm thinking of buying Greninja SIR or Pikachu Surging Sparks SIR. Which should I get? Both would be a PSA 10. Well, if you're planning on buying the Pikachu SIR, you should at least also take one spot in this break too, because you might pull the whole thing. It is kind of like if you were opening up Surging Spark packs. This shall say Victor Cardenas. Okay. There we go. Lovely. We have an order, Team Rocket Grunt, 2 live custom snipes. Okay, let me just make sure no one else was in line that way. Let's see. Yes, so there was an order from Jack Woodworth too. So let's see who goes first. We have Jack Woodworth and we have Team Rocket Grunt. Yours was 24, Team Rocket Grunt. Jack Woodworth was 20 minutes ago. So Jack Woodworth was ahead of you by a full 4 minutes. That's odd. That doesn't even look like a snipe. That looks like just a regular, him being in order, way ahead of you. Waste of time, guy. Do it again, friend. You were third, bud. What are you guys talking about? You guys fighting over something? So, Jack Woodworth, 2 hot live customs, 1 Pokey Shuffle. Good luck with that. All right. Let's see how this goes. 1, 2, 3. That's a cold. And 2 hot live customs. 1. Oh. I was going to say Team Rocket Grunt. Maybe you're lucky and he's just sweeping 2 cold ones out of your way. But no, in this case, he is probably going to take it. All right. So, Jack Woodworth picking up Umbreon. Umbreon, you say. Really? Well, it's a very pricey reverse hollow Umbreon 10. The hell? And it says -10 on it. Holy. Okay. I guess we got this graded really fast, didn't we? Yeah, we got this graded right away, didn't we? And I don't know what his price is today, but the day that I priced it, it was a whopping 90. Crazy. That's yours, Jack. Okay. Nice. Some Umbreon's an Umbreon at the end of the day. And it's a -10 on this. Let's get that -10 running. Sent for the Mickey. Yo! Mickey sold right away. He said that's a $20 off Mickey card. Okay, Mickey is sold. Tossing this real fast. I need another Mickey, that means. I've been doing the Mickey Mouses for the star cards. Probably do a different kind of thing later, but I don't know, Mickey's fun. Do I have any Mickey Mouse ones? I think I'm running out of the Mickey Mouse ones. The problem with the Mickey Mouses is they start getting real expensive when they go up in grade. So the ones are the cheapest ones to acquire. Well, shoot, man. Do I even have any ones left? I don't know if I do. Let me check over here. Hold on. I don't have any Mickey 1s left. They're all Mickey 2s. Well, here's a 1.5. Oh, here's a 1. All right, we got a Mickey 1. Well, actually, it's kind of a nicer Mickey Mouse card, though, because it's got Pluto. Or not Pluto. It's got, no, I said it right. Pluto on it. Okay, so the next Mickey Mouse card shall be this one. That's Mickey Mouse roller skating, and Pluto's pulling him along on the roller skates. Someone might buy that one outright without the discount, because Mickey and Pluto on the same card is pretty good. Jack Woodworth's turn is over. Team Rocket Grunt, 2 live custom snipe. Sorry, man. It's got to be a live custom miss. 1 and 2. Oof. Do you plan on grabbing more Union Arena sets in the future? I could. Union Arena, to be honest with you, Union Arena hasn't done incredibly well. My nose is like itching, man. I must have like rubbed mushroom into them or something. Union Arena has not done incredibly well. Occasionally it sells, but it really gets stuck very badly. And so sometimes, like we went through a whole case of Code Geass one time. That was just one guy. It was just one guy. He bought a whole case of it over time. And then other than that, no one buys Code Geass. So I'm really tempted to not buy that stuff anymore. It doesn't perform as well as I'd like it to. Here's Tammy. I could really just run the whole channel just Pokemon cards. You know, I've thought about not doing booster boxes at all and just getting good PSA 10s of whatever it is you guys are chasing after. Because the breaks are just more cost effective. I've shown you the math. You know that opening booster packs, you're actually less likely to get what you want opening the packs because it takes so many hundreds of dollars of booster packs to pull one chase card. And then after the chase card comes out, you still have to actually pay for the grading. The grading's not free. It actually costs money to grade cards. Then months later, you get a PSA 9 back 50% of the time. And so, you know, the slab breaks, even though they also cause you to lose money, they're like, your odds are higher. The card's really there. You're not just opening up a case that doesn't even have the card in it, and it's already graded 10. So the breaks have proven to be very if this was a video game. Let's say this was a video game. Not a single person here would open booster packs. You'd all strictly do box breaks, because you'd all strictly do slab breaks, because that's how people are in video games. Once some guy makes a YouTube video and he talks about the optimal way to acquire a card, everyone just does it the optimal way. Pokemon seems to be a little different. People like opening the booster packs even if the odds are lower. It's just fun. But I've already done the math. So if I was the same person as you guys and I had money to spend and I was trying to get lucky, this would be the only way I'd try to get lucky. I wouldn't try the other methods because the math has already been figured out on it. But that's what made me good. That's what made me good at video games in the past. That's why my video did well, my channel, TheCardconomist, because my brain thinks that way. And but yeah, it's fun. It's still fun opening booster packs. The booster packs, when you open up a genuine booster pack and you get lucky, it's like you've done it the old-fashioned way almost. You know what I mean? Like the natural way, the correct way, or the Nintendo way. And so that has a good feeling to it. And maybe it's a little more special, too, to grade your own cards. So I totally get all that as a customer of opening packs myself. So we have Eric Rodriguez, 6 Poke Shuffles using credits. Here we go. Mister, you said I ordered 24 minutes ago and he ordered 20 minutes ago, so didn't I order first? Hold up. Hold up. Let me look at this. Team Rocket Grunt, 31 minutes ago. Jack Woodworth, 28 minutes ago. He's right. I did it backwards. Oh, Jack, I'm going to upset him. Jack, I handed this off to you. This is actually not yours. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is actually Team Rocket Grunt. I got it mixed up in my brain. I mixed it up. This is Team Rocket Grunts, everyone. If Team Rocket Grunt waited longer, it's because he ordered first. He didn't order second. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is Jack here? Are you watching, Jack? Oh, Jack, I put the crown on the wrong beauty queen. The crown goes to Team Rocket Grunt. I mixed it up in my head. I crossed it in my head. The person with the longer wait time was the person who ordered first. So Team Rocket Grunt definitely, he went first, not you. Dang, what? I'm here. I apologize, Jack. I'll give you a bonus card, Jack, because I feel bad about it. But this is Team Rocket Grunts. He's correct. If he ordered at 24 minutes and you ordered at 20 minutes, he actually ordered the live customs 4 minutes before you. So this is his. I made a mistake, but he actually beat you into the live custom box. I apologize for mixing it up. He didn't do anything wrong, and it was his card. I apologize for that. I'm so silly sometimes. I'm really dumb sometimes. This is his. Team Rocket Grunt, did you refresh both? Yes, they of course were refreshed, and he got in before you, and I announced it that you got in before him because I said you were in at 20 minutes and he was in at 24 minutes. And I said that out loud, and in my mind, for some reason, I thought that meant you go first. I thought you had less minutes than him, therefore you go first, but it's the other way around. He was in before you at 24 minutes. He actually waited longer. That means he was in before you in line, if you think about it. It's a very simple mistake to make, but it makes a big difference. Team Rocket Grunt, this is his card. I'm going to get you a snack, okay? Give me a second. It's not over for you. So that is correctly his card. It would be wrong of us not to give it to him. And let's get you a poker card, okay? We're going to get you some poker cards. 1. I don't think that's a real poker card. 2, 3. We'll be nice. We'll give you 4 of them. That's like $40 of poker cards, okay? We used to sell these for $9 a card. Let's see if you got anything good. So it's a random. You might get good ones. You might get poor ones. Lotad, a free one. There you go. Joker Oak. That one's good. Pinsir and Bellsprout. So you got one very good poker card, the Joker Oak. Probably like a $100 card. Coming out of the green deck, that makes it a fresh card. Might actually grade 10. Okay, so there you go. That's to apologize for messing up the names, but we can't take that away from Team Rocket Grunt. It really is his. All right, I'm going to pop this in your bag. Let's see, Jack with the J-A. Thanks for the fix. Yeah, I apologize for that, Jack. I'm a human. I make errors like that. I'm not a calculator, so I make an occasional error like that. You have to be able to forgive me for it. Let's see, but usually it means you get a bonus. So you were supposed to get 2 cold pulls and nothing else, but because of my mistake, you got 2 cold pulls and then you got a high value Professor Oak. So ultimately, it's a good thing for you. Let's see, where did we put you? Jack, you got a bag, right? Do you have a bag? Think of it like this. If I had done it correctly, you would have just had 2 1-penny cards and nothing else. But because I made a mistake, you actually walk away with more than you would have gotten. So it's ultimately good. Painful at first, but ultimately good. I think you need a new bag. Here you are. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You are? Okay. Let's use 2 of these. Only Logan Paul types make this mistake. Oh my God. That'd be a crazy time to make a mistake, is in the middle of a first edition booster box break or something like that. Luckily, this is just a smaller thing. Okay. Sorry about that, Jack. I'm surprised no one else caught that, by the way. He caught that because he's actually in the break. He's in that live custom break. But no one else caught that and warned me, like, hey, wait a second, doesn't that mean... It is? All right. How about Hiker wouldn't have made that mistake? Not Hiker! No, he's going to take my girl! All right. Emotional damage. Hey, mister, are the 5 Fates Collide packs still available? Yeah, oh, it's Rafael Aguilera. Look what we found. All the way from the past, Rafael Aguilera. I found the box. It was an unmarked box, and it just had all your booster packs and stuff. Not yours, but like anything that was left over from that fossil box break. There it is. So that's yours, the exact one you got that day. Here it is. And yeah, if you'd like to open some Fates Collide, we definitely have 4 packs of Fates Collide for you. Want these right here? We got these right here. And we've got even more. We've got these over here. All right. See? All right. So, let me jump over here. That sucked. Eric Rodriguez, 6 Pokey Shuffles. That's what we were working on. That's what we were working on. Eric Rodriguez, 6 Pokey Shuffle. Okay, so you got $3 left over. Okay, this guy say 3. Here we are. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Jack. Do you forgive me? Let's get these 6 over here. Okay. Let's go a 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could have happened to any of you guys, so you got to be able to forgive me if I make a mistake like that. I am a human after all. Here it is. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight cold round. I'm sorry, Eric. Ah, these Pokey Shuffles. All good. Whew. David Morey's one Trump pack. You call him a Trump pack, huh? Trump! All right, these are the Playboy cards that contain a genuine vintage Donald Trump card in them. And that card is on our menu because he is a controversial political figure and his card goes for a lot of money. Here it is. And we have a special roll called Impeached to anyone who pulls the Donald Trump card and then cuts it in half. So if you pull one of these valuable Donald Trump cards and you cut it in half, you'll get the Impeached roll in our Discord server. It is. Of course, it's much smarter to keep the card, to grade it, and then to sell it, even if you don't like them. There we go. That Trump card, probably in the thousands, right? It's got to be, if you pull the rainbow version and it grades 10, it's got to be a couple thousand. Who knows? You might be able to ask like 10,000. You never know how much money these guys got, you know? And if you get the standard holographic one and it grades 10, I'd say probably at least 1,000 because they're hard to grade. David Morey's. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say until there's a confirmed sale, you know? But he's in office for another 3 years, so you got time to work on that. And it may be a valuable card long after he's gone, too. Who knows? Okay. All right. Oops. Here's Why Not. Here's Dusclops. Here's Shanks. This very affordable Absol. And Gold Star Gray Ninja. Okay, we have an order now from Joey Albrecht, 130 toward my slab away. This is a big order, guys. So here it is, Joey Albrecht. And this is going down by 130, right? So get my calculator out. See if my computer reset itself. So this should say 6385 minus 130. Boom. 6255. Boom. All right. And then for the Final Fantasy, Spot in the Mew for Final Fantasy Legacy Collection. These are apparently very good. They're pricey, but they're very good. These Legacy Collection packs have some super high-end pulls, is what I'm told. We have never seen them before. All right. Somebody stop me. Here's a snip. Ooh. Oh. All right. Here's Selfie. Look at that Selfie. Very nice. Here's whatever this guy's name is. Kurl? I don't know how to say that. Here's Yagrosh. Rosh. And Marche. Antifa. Yay! But that's not really what we were looking for. There we go. These cards have a unique holographic style to them that none of the other... What is this? An ad? With Vasana? Mother. What is this? Synth World? Okay. Did you see about sending my Carddass Ganger off to PSA for a regrade or a new label? I would pay. It is in the library right now and would pay to send it off ahead of time. Sure. I think we could probably get that done. Figure that out. All right. That's a lot of work for just one card, though. It's not really a normal system. All right. Not a normal thing we do. I feel like I could just... Well, I don't know. I was going to say, like, I could just have you do it, and then I wouldn't have to... Either you could do it or I could do it. But if you have me do it, I guess it's possible to do that. Okay, so Joseph Albrecht. Joey Albrecht. It's sort of like this thing. If I'm selling my card and it's unupgraded, it's because I don't want to do the work of doing the upgrade. I'm not bothering with it. Here it is. Not the loner. What's the loner? Didn't you have Hooters girl packs? You're thinking about Femboy Hooters packs. Yes, we did have those, but however, Joey Albrecht bought them all. There we go. All right, so Spot of the Mew, you got it. Okay, from The Mask. I haven't watched The Mask since I was a kid. I don't remember much of it. It was a popular show back then. Has the PSA stopped giving out stinky PSA grades? No, I'm sure not. They gave the loaner card. I sure did. Bought them all. Right, here we are. Joey Albrecht. All right. This will be 6. Aha! 6 out of 9. Okay. What do we got next? Blake Potterwills. Ship Blake Potterwills. Blake! I thought you'd never call, Blake. Let's see. Mr. Blake. Blake Santoro. Brandon. Haha, Blake, your bag expired this month. Woo! Just in time. Well, what is all this? Give me a moment. We gotta get Alex to ship, man. All right, he's storing his stuff over here indefinitely. All right, we had a little Alex bag was trying to tip over here. Picked it back up. Almost as good as Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I didn't even know Bro had a new album. It just dropped. Lil Wayne's new album. Oh, I remember Lil Wayne when he originally got kind of popular. And he had a song like Lick That Lollipop. And I was thinking, this is it. This is peak degeneracy. This is the end of our society. Here it is. Okay, Mr. Blake. All right. Blake. And I was completely right. It's all downhill from here, guys. Okay, Mr. Blake. We peaked in the 80s, and it's all downhill from here. Random poker cards still $9? No, those aren't available anymore. I heard a few songs. The songs I heard were trash. Okay, quite heavy. Let's get this shipped out. Brilliant. All right. Now, Mr. Blake, this will actually ship out on Friday. That is the next time Miss Alexis is here. She's here on Friday. So get comfy. Since it's shipping on Friday, I wouldn't expect it till next week, Wednesday, probably. I think we peaked as a society in the early 2000s. Maybe. Here's Jose Redondo. Spot on the Leafeon. Ship my slabs. Probably like 5 to 6. And ship my bag. You got it. Spot on the Leafeon. Dude, I listened to an 80s song that I'd never heard before, and it was so good. It's like stuck in my head so bad. It was when we were watching the James Bond movies, like a marathon of all of them. There was a Duran Duran song called A View to Kill. I'd never heard it before. Of course, I know Duran Duran. They're super popular. They got a lot of great 80s songs. I've heard their music a million times. So many times, in fact, that they're very annoying to have to listen to. But I'd never heard A View to Kill. So it was like a first time listening to it. And it was so good. It was like bread on butter. It was like icing on cake. It was the whipped cream on your pumpkin pie. It was so good. It just tickled my eardrums. And I was like, this is it. They used to make really good music that was like maybe marketed towards someone like me. And now the music is all marketed towards someone else, and I can't stand it. So there's no music for me anymore. So it was like this hidden gem that I just hadn't eaten yet. So, and because it was new, I wasn't tired of it yet. It was so good. The song's called A View to Kill, and it's really catchy. And I enjoyed it a lot. Just one of those old songs I'd never heard before, and yet it was very catchy. My bet is they didn't play it on the radio because it was considered like a soundtrack song. But now you can just go listen to it on YouTube. So you can go listen to it on YouTube. Have you listened to Usher? They made timeless music back then. Yeah, seriously, like the music's so clever. I'm listening to it. They've got all these sound effects going on there. They got some of that new age electronica. That's what it would have been like in the 80s, right? Like they're, computers, guys. And it wasn't just that, though. It was just like the composition of the music was just really clever. Just really clever. Like the pauses, sometimes when the notes are like double notes, triple notes, and just catchy little, sometimes a little riff comes in, it's a little catchy riff. And it's like, dang, dude, they were so good at this back then, you know? And now all the music just sounds kind of like, meh, I've heard it. Have you heard it? All right. So all the music now is, am I a boomer? This is boomer shit. I'm doing boomer shit, I think. Where's the sun? Here it is. It's pure nostalgia. You're right. Everything's going down. We're peak Roman degeneracy. All right. Okay, here we go. No, but music-wise, at least, I feel like that might be somewhat true. Not even in the ironic or the neurotic way, but actually it might be true. Like our music, I just don't think it's that good anymore. Jose Arredondo. I don't think they have the skill or the heart or the soul or one of these stupid words that the old artists had. And I've talked about my theory for that. Have you guys heard why I think the music has gone down in quality? Here's my theory. In 1980s, almost no one had a computer science degree and almost no one worked on computer. And if you didn't know this about people who are good at math, sometimes they're really brilliant with music too. Mathematicians are really good with music sometimes. And so I think here's what happened. It's now the year 2025, and all these people who could have been working on music, they're all software stinky engineers now. They're all code monkeys. And so we never get to hear all the hits they would have made had it only been 45 years ago. Now they're all getting paid very well to be software engineers. But again, that means you and I miss out on the amazing hits one or two of them would have released if there were no computer science jobs. So that's my theory. What do you think? You think it's good? The 80s was 45 years ago. Yeah, it's a long time ago. All right. Whoever was the first person to bring in auto-tune, print the label. What's going on? It's crashing. It's saying preparing to print, but it's as if it already spent the money, but it's like crashed. Oh no, it's broken. Oh, I hate this shipping. So, oh, there it goes. Wow, so weird, man. Okay. Mister's a hip-hop head. Oh, yeah. All pure hip-hop. You can hear it in my voice. I'm all about that hip-hop. It is? All right. Sounds like you just don't know how to find music. I do know how to find music. I love music. My wife loves it more than I do somehow. And she looks for music all day long. And we can't find what we're looking for. All right. They just don't produce it anymore. It's as simple as that. They don't make it anymore. So, Mr. David, into the lightning break. David! All right, you got it. Okay. Does that mean Karis would have been making good music? Exactly. Somebody like her, instead of being a software engineer, might have gotten a job in music production, and she would have worked all day on it, and probably not made very good money unless the music went super viral or something, like it might have in the 80s. But it just means she doesn't work on music all day long. She works on stinky computer software code. So that's exactly what it means. And so it's not just her, but it's like everyone who was like her. Anyone who really, really was passionate about music. Nowadays, you're told, don't do music. No. Don't do music. Don't do music. You got to get a good conservative computer science job. And then we can buy our Alpine mountain home. So all these people have been told that for years, for like a decade, maybe multiple decades. And then who makes all the music? Who makes the music? Well, it's all these guys who look like they should be financial failures. You know, it's all these crazy people. They're the only ones who make the music anymore. So the people who make the music in society are those who are crazy enough to not pursue a computer science degree and be rich. And so if you have a really big brain, smart enough to write code, you're definitely not making music. Why would you take that risk? And I think that's what it is, guys. And so as a result, the geniuses who make computer software all day long, they never make music. So our society suffers from that, I think. Lightning Mew break. You're in, David. Let's see who's next. We got David Morris, one more Trump pack, 15 off a slab away. Okay. Bro knows nothing about the industry. What are you talking about? I made this industry. All right. I know everything. Don't you talk to me that way. This. I'll call you a name. I'll do it. 177. He's a hater. I agree, mister. Seems like people don't know how to do real work anymore. Whoever thought the mumble rap was a good idea needs to be fired. You're right, mister. Preach. We are. Well, that's my theory anyways. It's just a theory. It doesn't mean it's true, but it's just a theory that you got all these smart people working on code and they never work on music. And as a society, we're worse off. Musically, we're worse off. Of course, now we got a lot of great code, but the only people who actually go and write music are the people who are A, too dumb to write code, and B, just so crazy that they're going to do the most risky job, which is writing music. You know, that's a very, very risky job. Or you get like Taylor Swift, where her parents are already billionaires, and she's like this mid-white girl from like, whatever. She's some mid-white girl, and then she writes a couple music things. She writes like perfect Starbucks songs, perfect Target songs. Whoa, it's all about me, my boyfriend. Whoa. So you get a lot of that. She's better than Michael Jackson. You get a lot of that. Michael Jackson never drew crowds like this. You ever stopped and listened to Michael Jackson through the years? I watched this clip. It was insane. And it was Michael Jackson from when he was a kid singing to when he was an adult. That guy might be one of the best artists I've ever heard in my entire life. He has like the voice of an angel. It's insane. Some people are just blessed with like perfect musical, voice box. And he's just singing with so much skill and passion the whole time. Probably because his father's beating him or whatever. But it's got to be genetic too, right? Like he's just born with good vocal cords. And he gets all the way to the top. And then he's dancing too, right? He's got the dance. He's got the style. He's got the vocal cords. He cuts his nose off and makes himself look like a white guy for some reason. And then you listen to like some Taylor Swift and you're just like, no way, dude. No way. It's all basically somebody who's very good at business for her. She's decent, but it's just somebody who's good at business. Somebody understands how to market. Somebody understands how to take like a mid song and get in front of everybody and pump it. And then you get like this perfect demographic of girls who like to go to Starbucks, which is a very big thing in America, Starbucks. So, but man, it's crazy that you would ever make a comparison between stinky butt Taylor Swift and, you know, genius of hip hop Michael Jackson and say that, yeah, actually she's better. But that's where we're at now. But we need Britney Spears back. Yeah, so you can do the same thing for Britney Spears. So if you go and you listen to young Britney Spears, she's singing like some of the best musical singers, performers you've ever heard. She's got this powerful, crazy voice. You can do the same thing for Taylor Swift. She sings about as good as I do. Oh! But, you know, she does these little catchy tunes on her guitar, and they're just very safe, very cautious, narcissistic songs about being this girl who wishes she had like the perfect. You know what she is? She's like Twilight. Her music makes me think of Twilight. It's like this lowest common denominator girl fantasy song. That's what it is. It's a lowest common denominator girl fantasy song, and it works. It's a good product, and it's marketed very well. And then they put on a big production. But you know, she's got this billionaire father who can pull strings and make sure that her music goes out. And a poor girl of similar talents doesn't have a dad like that, so she never becomes famous. And it's horrible, man. It's horrible. It's like a twisted version of what music could have been. All the attention was given to somebody of, I would call, mediocre talent. I mean, I'm assuming quite a lot of the work is done by her team, not necessarily by her. I wouldn't say her vocal cords are that impressive. And the music itself is shallow and meaningless. There's nothing like innovative in the music, I would say, but it's just a very good product. And then she pulls these huge crowds and these gigantic, you know, so they've done this thing where they get her on stage and they put on like a Broadway show, and it's done very well, and it's made her into a billionaire, and everyone wants to talk about it. But it's like, and then she gets Travis freaking Kelce out of the Kansas City Chiefs. It's so gross, dude. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Anyways, I should probably stop ranting. I'm probably alienating some of you guys. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. Can you put that Umbreon in commission? Don't really collect reverse hollows and one prismatic evolutions. Let's take a quick look at it. They're gonna shake, shake, shake. Pissing off the Swifties won't get you to 100K. You're probably right. All right, Umbreon prismatic. Let's see. You are probably right. Let's see. So at the time that we put it into the box, which was probably a while back, he was a bit more rare. And so he went into that box at the price that he was costing that day, right? And so now we're going to be basing it off of the cost of the card all this time later. So here it is, reverse foil Umbreon is going to be a $49 card now. So I'm going to put this up on the table for $49. All right. Probably got like 20 Swiftie fans just said, that's it. Never buying another card from this guy. I'm out of here. I'm going to shake it over here. All right. No, but sometimes I like to share my opinions on things, you know, and that's a dangerous thing if you're a business owner. But I guess I am a little passionate about music, and yeah. Doesn't make me right, by the way. Other opinions are valid too. So, oh wait, we haven't sold it yet. Let's throw this away for the moment. Let's get a price tag on this guy. Would you ever in your career do a collab with another PokeTuber? Maybe the right one. Here we are. It's got to be a chill dude. It's got to be a chill dude. Here we are. TRG. I would probably consider a collab with somebody like Lootbox. I don't think I've made a lot of PokeTuber friends. That wasn't really ever my focus. And also the fact that I was a rip and shipper meant that many of the PokeTubers talked a lot of crap on me, a lot of doo-doo for a long time. And probably still do. All right, so here's Victor, Mickey Bubble. Oh, yes, so the Mickey. Here it is. The new Mickey card. All right. Mickey Bubble? Oh, Bubblegum. Miley Cyrus is way better than Beyonce. Miley? She's a real sharky person, isn't she? Miley Cyrus, you can sense the sharkiness on her. She's a real, yeah, she's 100% shark. You can feel it. I can tell, you know, you can tell when somebody's all shark. She got teeth on top of her rows of teeth. And then under that row of teeth, she's got more teeth. She's 100% shark. Okay. One prismatic for Team Rocket Grunt. Oops, let me get that prismatic for you, Team Rocket Grunt. Let's get that. There we go. Everyone has turned on PokeRev in that circle that was like hating on you. The clout goblins feed on each other. What? I don't know if I read that, if I understood what you meant. Would you ever in your career do a collab? I don't know what kind of genre you're into, but check out Black Country New Road. You and your wife might enjoy. Check out the 2 latest albums, Shine Bright, Miley. So I guess for me, music is just, at this point, it's mostly just Nine Inch Nails and Radiohead. That's about it. I think I struggle with too much music diversity, maybe. So maybe, again, like with my musical opinions, they're not maybe the most elite opinions. Maybe they're very specific. Actually, I'm a kind of person who gets really, really, really angry and frustrated if I ever have to listen to music I'm not enjoying. There's some people who are just kind of chill when they listen to any kind of music. And then I'm like the harsh opposite of that. If I have to listen to music I don't want to listen to, I will like lose my mind. It is Larry Skill. One time, Kirsten and I went to this restaurant called Wobbly Boots, and we sat down, and we're like getting our drink, and they got like honky tonk or whatever you call it playing on the speaker head, and it made me so angry. I just said, we got to go. I can't sit here. And that wasn't too long ago, but that's a sort of, sort of represents how frustrated I get. Like, I was just sitting there fuming. I was like, I can't escape it. My brain can't escape the horrible sound of it. Well, I'm a little bit country, and I was like, get me out of here. There we go. Don't you live with a Taylor Swift fan? No, Kirst doesn't like Taylor Swift. I don't know if she's allowed to like Taylor Swift. Prismatic Evo is under 10 doll hairs. Liana says, oh, here we are. Very nice. Okay. We'll toss this up here. Now we've got, click. It's Mr. Raphael. It'll probably be cold, but I haven't supported in a bit. Here's a thanks for finding the fossil pack. 8 Face Collide packs. 8 of them. Wow. That's a big order, guys. Hopefully you pull something big out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So The XY era is a big deal these days. All these sets, all these packs are shooting up in value. So it's not a bad time to open this. Oh, right. They didn't have it that way back then. How did you open these? Alexis probably likes Taylor Swift. No, Alexis has shown me some of her music. I would say she's probably not a Taylor Swiftie. Here we are. Who cares about mainstream PokeTubers? PokeRev can beat, let Rev sit in his castle. There we go. Everyone has turned on PokeRev in that circle that was hating you. The Cloud Goblins freedom. Oh, there we go. I read it correctly this time. So you're saying PokeRev's like unpopular with some of the other PokeTubers or something. I don't even care about all that kind of stuff. I was never like a drama person. On the Game Economist, I didn't fight with the other YouTubers, although I got hate over there too. I wasn't interested in fighting. There it is. There was just that one exchange that occurred where he was using the content without permission and he didn't want to credit me properly, and that was it. Other than that, I have no interest in fighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Same with all the people who are mad that I do rip and ship. I'm not looking to fight with them. This is just my channel. That's all it is. There's nothing more to it than that. They got a lot of attention on what we do, and it ended up what we were doing was actually really, I guess, I don't know, new, maybe clever a little bit, because you got Whatnot and all these other platforms. eBay's got eBay Live now. eBay's into it. Ooh, there's a little Grimer. A for authentic. It's not a true grade. It just means, yep, this is a real Grimer. And then here is Good Relationship Suzu. We are. It's the customers channel. Listen to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I think I've heard of King Gizzard. I can't remember what I thought of it. Okay, you ready? She loves Beyonce. Snipping this. Heard Black Eyed Peas playing on the radio the other day. Black Eyed Peas, man. That was a long time ago. Sneak. And you know what soundtrack you guys should be looking forward to, though? You know, that Disney Tron soundtrack is being written by Nine Inch Nails. Again, he's my favorite artist by a lot, I'd say. He's getting old, though, man. I'm surprised nobody's really replaced him. It's kind of sad. Nobody's making music like him. And he's kind of sad. I wish somebody had. But he's making the Tron soundtrack, kind of like the way... what's their names? We're making the Tron soundtrack for the previous iteration of the movie. What is their name? The French guys. I don't listen to their music. I can't think of their names. It is. Oh, flip that around. Volbeat Wigglytuff Superior. Ooh, Superior. Daft Punk. There we go. Daft Punk. So Daft Punk made the soundtrack to Tron last time, and this time it gets to be Nine Inch Nails. And I'm hoping that he just puts out some really insane stuff, you know, because I think that movie is kind of like an extended music video, basically. Like, people really are watching it to listen to the music. And so I'm hoping he puts out some, like, you know, top tier, top shelf kind of stuff. Here goes pack number 2. Here's Coughing. Okay, coughing. A little off center on this Coughing. The Wigglytuff centering is a bit better. Scary. Marowak. Howlucha. You guys, we are watching Mr. Rafael Aguilera open $320 of Fate Collides packs. So everyone root for him, please. We're looking for a full art or maybe an EX. If no... Oh, there it is. Full art right there. You did well. You did good. That's the Kingdra, isn't it? No, it's Altaria. Ooh, look at that. Now, you've opened this stuff before, haven't you? I'm pretty sure you've opened these exact packs before and pulled something just like that. Those EX cards are a big deal now. Really expensive. Let's get a zoom going. Oops. Look at that texturing. It's so deep. Like, the ridges are so thick. Wow. So cool, man. Pretty neat. I forgot this card was in here, really. Okay, so Altaria's pulled. Here's Bent Spoon. I would treat even this Bent Spoon with some seriousness now, because I doubt there's a lot of PSA 10s of that. And there will be people who will be like, oh, here's the complete reverse holo collection, you know? So every single card's got a little bit of value these days. How much per pack? Well, I'm out of them now. They were $40 per pack. I had a couple of them for sale. I'm out now. Yeah, stick around. Check back stream to stream, because every now and then I might have a special like that with some XY product. Here's Dugong. Ooh, Dugong. Very nice. Okay, Dugong. Yeah, he bought all of them. One of them sold yesterday. That was the thumbnail for the daytime stream yesterday. And so they were for sale then, but nobody bought them. And I was kind of surprised, because I was like, well, this is kind of the stuff I'd be opening. Here's, ready? Fennekin, again. Snivy, Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is cool. Vulture. Okay. Vultures are kind of an interesting animal in the real world, aren't they? You don't really think too much about vultures. They kind of stay out of the way, you know? People when they see like a hawk or something like that, they go, whoa, Mom, look, a hawk. You see a vulture, you're just like, it's a vulture. But, man, they kind of do well. They just kind of eat dead things, so they don't even have to fight for their food, you know? Double full art pull, man. Oh, baby. That was well worth it, Mr. Raphael. Double full arts in just 8 packs. Sounds like you guys should have opened these. He got to it first. Team Rocket's Handiwork card. Now, this is a lot of money in a 10. I'm pretty sure last time I checked it was really expensive. Look at that, guys. Wow. That might be a clip right there. I think that has to be a clip. He got that. 2 full arts, 8 packs. You know, these 8 packs, they're from different boxes, so they didn't really even relate to each other. I think that's how it was possible for that to happen. Really, really high luck here. We're seeing some fantastic luck right now, guys. Okay. And, of course, he keeps all the... Anything else? You got a shot for one more thing to come out, by the way. It's not over. He's got 2 packs left. So here's Wormadam. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a Wormadam. Okay, 24 card raw. Nah, that doesn't mean anything. The raw price doesn't mean anything because all of the vintage raw cards from this era, they're all crap. They're all crap. They're all trash. None of them will grade 10. But he just pulled these pack fresh. These might actually grade 10. So what you need to do is look at the optimal outcomes. Go look at a PSA 10 and a PSA 9. He's probably got a shot at a 10 because these just came out of the pack. So I haven't looked at the back of them because I don't want to spoil it if they're good or not because it's more fun to just imagine it. But so there's optimal outcomes. I guarantee you these are not $24 as PSA 10. Those would be more like $400 to $700, $400 to $700. A lot more money than 24. All right, you ready? Yeah, those are the raw card prices don't mean anything for something like this. Here's Bronzor Seal Shauna on the last pack. Nothing too crazy. It would be crazy if you got one more pull out of just 8 packs. I mean, true, how much can you cram into 8 packs? All right. Yes, it does. Is it a 10? It's a raw card, mister. Not a 10 yet. Yeah, but you got to listen to me. So there's a big, big difference between the raw cards on eBay and these cards right here. These cards right here actually have a chance at a 10. The card you're looking at on eBay, the person who listed it, they already checked it for a 10. It's not going to get a 10. That's why they're selling it for $24. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So that one's been tested already. These are untested. These might actually have a shot at a 10. So you can't compare a card that's been tested for a 10 and failed to cards that haven't been tested and might actually grade 10. Does that make sense? So again, like let's say they were both for $24. The one on eBay and these two right here. Let's say this was $24. Which one would you prefer to buy, for example? This one or the one off of eBay? 1,000 times this one. Because you know the guy who's selling it on eBay, you know that guy already knows it's not a 10. If he thought it was a 10, he wouldn't be selling it. He'd be grading it. Because these cards sell for exceptionally high prices in 10s. So, yeah, again, so when somebody pulls something nice out, you got to give them, you got to give the card the benefit of the doubt until it's been tested. Last sold, the Altaria was $310. Poor Altaria. When did it last sell? It sell a while ago? All right, not bad, man, not bad. 2 full arts, Team Rocket Grunt and Altaria. $300 is good, though. I'll take it. $300 is a lot of money. Here we are. And they're all 10s on Mister's channel. They're all 10s. Which of these aren't 10s? We get 10s. There it goes. Beautiful. How nice is that? 2 in the hand are better than 4 in the bush? All right. It's always a chance for 10 unless you can tell it. Yes, but again, so going back to that concept, when you see these nice vintage cards that sell for hundreds of dollars as 10s, when you see those listed ungraded on eBay, I promise you, whoever listed it already checked. They already flipped it around. They held it under a light. They said, there's just no way this is going to be 10. Since it won't grade 10, and maybe they don't even believe it's going to grade 9, since it's not going to grade 10 or 9, they're putting it on eBay. That's exactly why you ran into it. You ran into it because they're getting rid of it because they know it's garbage. And so they're going to take a card that's going to grade 8 or less, could be grading 6 or 7, and they're going to call it quote-unquote mint. Mint, because it's undefined. It's kind of a hard-to-define thing, isn't it? Which is precisely why we have PSA grading or just grading in general, because a third party steps in and says, you mother effer, this card is not even close to a 9. This is a 5, bro. 5. Now your card's worth $24. So, he comes in there, and this is a sad thing for people that would like to just sell their raw cards, even if they're in mint condition, and because they're not into grading or something like that. But this is a bad situation for them, I suppose. It almost forces them to extract the value by grading. But it's just the case that people, they know card grading in 2019 was like a mystery for many people. Everyone and their grandma knows card grading now. It's no mystery anymore. Everyone knows it. The card shops know it. The GameStop employees know it. Your local kid at your local middle school knows about it. Everyone knows about it. Grandma knows about it. So now people know that once you've pulled a card, you check the back, you check the front, you check for the centering, and then when you realize it's a trash card, you put it on eBay and you call it mint. That's what you do. You put it on eBay, you call it mint, and you hope somebody else buys it. It's called a hot potato, and most of eBay is going to be hot potatoes. Now, for a card set that just released, you might find one or two here and there. But for an old set, vintage cards, no. If frequently, these cards will just be bad cards, and they might grade 9. Maybe you're very lucky. Maybe you get a very ignorant person who's opening up, they're opening up Fates Collide, $1,000 booster box or whatever it is now. I can't remember what it was. They're opening Fates Collide, and they're just so foolish about the hobby that they don't realize they're holding diamonds and gold in their hand. And so they just list it up, and they don't got any clue what they're doing. They're just like, I guess this is mint. And they literally do post a PSA 10 raw card, ungraded, up on eBay for $24. That there's a chance for that. It's so low. It's so low. Everyone knows about it. It's so easy to be educated on it these days. Pokemon blew up as a result of all the card grading. That's why it's blown up. All right, wonderful conversation. Let's go ahead and put this in the bag. Put the cards in the bag. Gotta let people dream. I'm just stating the reality. It's not hating. Chill out, broski. You don't know YouTube sees PSA 3 prices are the fact of the truth. Gotta let people dream. I usually don't chime in on this type of thing and mention this, but as an eBay seller, I will tell you, Mr. is 10 trillion% right. Right. Because people take their raw cards, they sift through them, all the crap goes up on eBay, and they call it mint because that's not, it's poorly defined. There we go. And they take a nice picture of it. They tilt the card away so that, you can't tell it's off center. Like, here's a Grimer. He's clearly off center, right? Look at this. If we hold it flat like this, you can tell it's off center, right? Now let's hold it like this. Here it is. Grimer. Or how about this? Grimer. He's not off center. So you do a trick like that. And, yeah. He's really good, actually. I think he might be. Potential 10? Invest! Here's Andrew A. Martin. 1 darkness spot, 1 Grimer spot. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Okay. Grimer getting a good view at them angles. That's not Grimer. That's Crime. Yeah, I call him Naughty Grimer. Andrew A. Martin. So this card is ungraded, but it is encapsulated. It's a nice thing. It's authentic. There we are. So when I hand out an A, it guarantees that the card doesn't have any changes on it. Nobody put ink on it. Nobody manipulated the card. It's just a pure, unmanipulated card. It's fresh. And this is not a grade. It just means it's fresh that way. It's authentic. A for authentic. Okay. Andrew's in. Here you go, Mr. Andrew. Very nice. Just ate some KFC. Oh, I love KFC. 1 darkness spot. You got it. 1 darkness spot. All right. My LCS does, when people sell him SIRs are valuable, he always keeps the good one and puts out the PSA 8 worth raw cards and charges full price. Right, exactly. That's the game now, That's the game. That's part of the game. And people are so smart that they even know that, But there's still plenty of, I would say, new people who are still kind of learning even those rules. But, that's the game now. It's all about having knowledge about the trade that the other person doesn't have, And so that's why I don't do that. I've tested that myself before in the past. So we got 2 people on that darkness now. I've tested that stuff before in the past. I've bought raw singles off of eBay, in particular vintage cards. I bought raw single vintage off eBay, and I've gotten just totally taken to the cleaners. And this was when even fewer people knew about how to do what we're discussing. So I gotten taken to the cleaners by these guys. Here's Birthday Pichu and Jake, Finn and Jake. Unprotected Time, Matsuri. Let's see. He'd be stupid not to. It's a living, not a charity. People might get mad, but they don't risk gamble to dig for that card. I sent for the Grimer battle. The Grimer battle is over. Grimer gym break. Okay, here's Jigglypuff. $24 for this lovely 9 Jigglypuff. Hey, KFC ain't gross. KFC is the king of chicken. Who would ever say such a thing? Okay. Have you guys ever noticed that fried chicken is like basically the only way to eat chicken? I've eaten a lot of chicken lately because I'm trying to eat healthy. Chicken's a healthy protein. And there's just, and by the way, I don't eat a bunch of fried chicken. I don't. I just get it on a rare occasion. But when I do, it's 10 times better than baked chicken or stir-fry chicken or whatever other kind of chicken dishes you're making. It's just 1,000 times better. Nothing comes close to it. Fried chicken's like the only way to eat it. Chicken breast, chicken wing, chicken anything. I've had chicken wings, which is kind of like fried chicken, right? It basically is with the sauce. Nasty. Nope, just pure fry. Here's Luke Laurie. 2 top loaders for the Steelix and Star Wars sketch cards. Yes, sir. Here it is. The sketch and the Steelix. Flint and steel. Chicken cordon bleu. Ew. I don't put colors in my chicken, bro. Everything tastes like chicken. It really doesn't. Chicken tastes like chicken, doesn't it? Here's Steelix. And here's the sketch. Chicken has a distinct chickeny flavor. It's interesting. I like eggs almost better than chicken. I'm actually sick of chicken, to tell you the truth. I've been eating lots of chicken, and I'm really sick of it. I've eaten a lot of chicken. I've eaten a lot of like ground beef. There we go. And I'm really sick of the flavor. I hate it. The other day, I just telling Karis, I was like, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to eat this anymore. This Steelix, haha. Calm down, bro. Stop hating. Wozak, you can't disagree with TCC. Fam, grilled chicken is so good. Brandon, good to see you. How you been, bro? Here we are. All right, let's grab this. All right. Very nice. There we go. All right. Can't wait for Black Bolt and White Flare so I can open a pack of every Scarlet Violet set. He's upset. I called him for arguing the card price. Let's, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. It's all forgotten now. Let's not dwell on it. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Let's not fight. Doesn't matter to me, really. Yeah, let's not dwell on it. There it is. It's interesting how collecting is a very emotional, it's a very passionate thing, Collecting is a very passionate thing. So let's not dwell on it. Here's Dragonair. Senpai noticed me. Brandon! I was just thinking, where's Brandon? There we go. Diglett. Here's Dark Vaporeon. And here is Aggron. Okay, lovely. Bill Barron, 1 spot for the Mega Sublist. Couldn't find your email. Sorry. Card found. The card in box I was looking for. Vintage Jungle Pack. Holo Jolteon card. Sent money for PSA grading. Destin Rival box I won. Just making sure we're on the same page. Found the card in box I was looking for. Bill, you were talking to me. Couldn't find your email. Okay, I told you to try contacting me via email. So the email is TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Found the card in box I was looking for. Vintage Jungle Pack. Holo Jolteon card. You pulled a Holo Jolteon card. I do remember that. I remember there was a nice... Do I remember that? 418, sent money for PSA grading. Destin Rivals box I won. 521.25. Just making sure we're on the same page. If you won a box, then if you didn't mention it during the last shipping round, it might still be here. Let's see. Carlos Bill Barron. Okay, so if you're watching, Mr. Bill, if you're watching, the Destin Rivals box is right over there on the shelf. If that needed to ship out, just mention it. I might not have noticed it. Here we are. Bill, it's this thing we've been doing where we let people keep sealed boxes of cards. It's kind of a new thing. We don't normally do that. if you ask for a round of shipping, you might have to catch my attention and make sure I realize that you've got a booster box to ship, okay? And for shipping the booster boxes, it was an extra $5. Now, you're saying that the card that should have been submitted with PSA is a Jolteon, is that right? How many cases of Sneaker Bunko you got? Lots, man, I got lots. Cases full. Whole cases. So, oh, that's slab away. We don't want slab away. We want the submissions. So, let's test this out. Nothing. Nothing over there. Okay. Nothing over there. And let's see. Jolteon, huh? Whoa, how old is this PSA submission channel? This is an old channel. What the hell? That's the original PSA submission channel? That's nuts. Okay, why does it bring this up? Oh, because Jonathan Lewandowski had a Jolteon in that one. Okay, so you're correct. I don't see it in the PSA list. Expedition 33 is a masterpiece, I do say. I got a 1-of-1 slab for an obscure card set and almost got sniped. So if you guys will give me a moment, I would like to check in a place real fast while we're live for a Jolteon card that he says has not been submitted. And I don't see it in the list, so it might have been submitted, but I might not have written it down. But we're going to check real fast. All right, I'm here. Mr. Bill, everything's good. It's just that it's taken a long time, okay? I apologize for that. Here it is, Bill. I even marked the date on it. So your card is nice and safe. I guess, when was the last time we did a submission for PSA? Let me see. We did our last submission on 4/20. So my bet is that I set this down and did not add it to the submission. So yours is late, Bill. Bill, I'm sorry, man. Tell you what, Bill, why don't I give you a little refund on it? Just a partial refund since it took so long. Yeah, Bill. Okay, Bill. It looks like it got missed for the last submission. Here's a little $5 rebate refund. Okay. So, but now it has been sorted. We know the card is safe. And it's going to go out in the next submission. As for that booster box of Destined Rivals, just when you send in for shipping, just really grab me by the ear. Make sure I know that you have one, okay? Because I don't keep track of that in my mind. Okay, whew. Arturo Perez for the Grimer Battle. Oh, the Grimer Battle. All right, you got it, man. Yeah. It's much better knowing that it's there rather than having it, like, be missing. But that literally never happens. I don't think I've ever lost anyone's card ever. Let's see. I think I'm always chased by that feeling, though, like something's going to happen, because those cards are all super expensive. Let's see. So that's the last thing I want to have to do is try and replace them. Mr. Arturo Perez. Yeah, I bet I set it down and just failed to add it. I actually saw where it was. I have like a desk on wheels, and it's got all these boxes, and it was laying in with a bunch of cards that were supposed to go to PSA, but they didn't fit into the last submission. And yours was in with that box for some reason. I don't know why that happened. I just got to remember not to let that happen next time. There we go. All right. So Grimer is going to be using the D2 deck. Remember, you can donate cards to the D2 deck, even ones you don't want, to make this deck larger. Okay, so donate cards to the D2 deck to make it more fun. Okay. You ever noticed you sound Canadian sometimes? What? I do not know what you mean by that. This is the Midwestern accent. This is the TCC accent. Here it is. You know what? You know what's funny? I don't even interact with that many people out here in Lake of the Ozarks, so I don't know what you could say the accent is. But people in the Midwest, people think that people in the Midwest sound like, well, shucks. When you hear a person's from Missouri, you think that they sound like that. But people from Missouri just sound kind of like, it's the Midwestern accent. It's just a really bland version of English. There's no accent at all. It is. Aha. Electivire. Whoa, Arturo, first round. Okay, Arturo, you're ahead. Mr. has a posh accent. Now, Mr.'s got the Jamaican accent, mon. Here's Gyarados. And, round 2 going to Andrew Martin. It's tied up. No, look out, Mr. Arturo. He's going to get you. Is this your first time, by the way? Let's see. I got to sneeze, dude. Oh, no, he's ahead. He's got an energy card. Oh, I got to sneeze so bad. Hold on. Whew. Oh, my gosh. I don't really interact with anyone, so it's interesting. You ever wonder where, like, accents come from? They must be self-made to a certain degree, right? And so maybe people just say the words in the way that sounds best in their head. So maybe that's it. Oh, it went to Andrew Martin. Oh, it was looking so good for you, Mr. Arturo. I thought you were going to get a Grimer. That's going to Andrew Martin. Congratulations to Andrew. All right. Sorry, Arturo. Hold up. I pulled 2 cards. I'm actually missing that Team Rocket for my set. Awesome. I'll send both for the submission this week. If you do it right away, I'm supposed to do a PSA submission any day now. So I recommend, well, I'll tell you what, if you're 100% sure you're going to send them in, I will set them up for grading right now, and you can just pay for them on the weekend or whenever you get your next paycheck. So you can do that then, but I'll set them up right away so that they don't get missed, just in case I work on it tonight or whenever I work on it. But yes, the PSA submission needs to be done real soon. It's due. It's super due. And we got Mr. Bill Barron. He's got a late card. I got to get that out right away. So here's Arturo. Oh, you did have a feint on the back. I see what's going on. So this is 1, 2. And Andrew Martin's going to pick up another thing here. I don't know what it should be. Let's see. Where am I? Thingamabobbies. The Goon Gods didn't shine for me today. Yeah. That's the way it goes sometimes, I'm afraid. What is the pink one? This is Blaine, obviously. What's the pink one? Koga? I think it's Koga next then, because I think it goes Koga, then Blaine, then Giovanni, right? I can't remember. In the actual game, couldn't you kind of do it out of order if you wanted? There it is. I got it right. So it's Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Erica, Sabrina, Koga, Blaine, Giovanni. I saw that someone pulled the Holo Fossil Dragonite. Magnificent card. Isn't it? Yeah, that was the guy who really finished the box break off. It's a very proud moment. If only it would grade 10. That's what we need now. We need it to grade 10. And I badly want it to grade 10, but I feel that it won't. PSA is so strict with the 10s. But you got to hope. There's always that small percent chance that they just say, yeah, turn that into a 10. So you got to hope for it. If it's a 9, it's a great 9. It's really lovely 9, in fact. But it's just really hard. It's really hard. Okay, that was Andrew Martin, right? Okay. Okay. Someone asked if Poker for Alligator is still available. If it's in the Discord channel, in the June channel, it should be. And if it's not in that channel, then it would have to be up here somewhere. What time is it? 6:47. Almost time for me to wrap up. How long have we been live? 2 hours? Wow, these daytime streams are always busy, man. Always. Especially near the end. As you approach 7 p.m., it gets really busy. Shows you that people are getting off work. They want to have some fun. We have it. Good. Rafael Aguilera. He's been with us for a very long time, by the way. Hey, Rafael, you know what was crazy? When I was doing the encapsulations, last night I was doing an encapsulation, I noticed there was a stack of empty booster boxes, like vintage booster boxes, that were meant to be sold on like eBay or something. And I saw a fossil box, an empty fossil box. And so I found the actual empty fossil box that your pack came out of, because it was signed by me and marked for 2022, which I'm pretty sure is when we broke that other one. Oops. There it is. Very good. Hey, everyone. Great short today. I, too, share love for Slowbro, for Dark Pokemon, and for Legendary Collection Reverse Hollows. Yeah, so I don't always talk about which sets have performed the best over time. There is no doubt Legendary Collection is a top-performing set. And I once hosted breaks on Arcanine and Dark Dragonair in the past, and I just shouldn't have. And I think I gave up, like, a Moltres as well. All three of those cards, huge mistakes giving up any of them. They're just really good. I don't know why it just always does really well. Yep, Legendary Collection's one of those sets, man. Everyone wants to have it. We're going to say Rafael Aguilera. PSA. Okay, I'm setting you up with PSA. I have the first edition Gym Challenge booster box you opened and also signed. Yeah, we have the fossil box for sale. I didn't price it, I suppose, but it's basically whatever the cheapest buy now price is on a mint-looking boxes. We have that. It's got my signature on it. It's from the video, and I think that's a very lovely thing. And we can include the plastic magnetic holder that it came in as well, so you can put it into the plastic magnetic holder, which would be $25. And display it immediately on your television or your shelf or your dresser or wherever it is you like to display collectibles. So anyone who wants that, it's available. I don't really push too hard to sell those. I guess maybe I should, but yeah, I hate shipping them, I guess. But Alexis ships it now. If the day ever comes where you're open to parting with one of those LC Dark Cell Pros, I'd be very interested. The day will come, but it might be very long from now. Let's see. Have it. Oops. How much is it for the pack submission? $52. It's a bit pricier. $52 for the PSA pack submission. Now that's not going out tomorrow, so that one's not a rush. Not going out tomorrow. Yeah, check that out. I built that up over time. 3 of these. Got the first 2 for $500. And I think I got this one for $1,000. I bought it because I felt like it was underpriced. I'm a big Rocket fan, too. I like to collect Rocket. So being able to collect a Legendary Collection Rocket card is fantastic. So this one I got for $1,050. And I personally felt that it was underpriced at that price. You think you'll be on for another 50 minutes? No, it's 6:50. It really ought to be wrapping up right now. My wife's going to beat me up. Pop 49. So I like to take an accounting of the population of the card at the time that I purchased it. I didn't do that all the time. Look at that. It used to be 39 and 622. And the price on this card didn't perform very well over time. Like, look, on 11/24, he was for $1,000. Now, this is 625, about half a year later, and it was still $1,000. Oh, what's this? Okay, so DHL is almost here with black and white. So there we are. So at $1,000, at it holding the same price over time, I feel like it's probably undervalued. These are crazy, man. I think this card sold for like $29,000 or something. So this right here in my hand is about $90K. And I think I could sell them. I think there's some collectors out there that would really like to own these. So this is about $90K in my hand. That's pretty good. And then these will all be maybe like 1,000 each or something. Some of these are worth a little more than others. Dark Raichu's pretty cool. Little Alakazam. Got it for 1,000. Mewtwo. The Dark Dragonite's also one of my favorites. You'll notice, look what I kind of did there. I got some Dark Slowbros. I got a Dark Raichu. Wish I'd gotten the Dark Blastoise, but he's just like impossibly expensive now, so too slow on that. There's also a Dark Vaporeon and a Dark Persian, and I didn't really care for those because they weren't like, in the Rocket set, they weren't considered rare cards. I now wish I had bought them. I should have, and I did not, so that was my mistake. That's that FOMO, man. Should have bought it. Should have FOMO'd back then. Okay. Whoa, there's 5 people in the queue. Peter Waddington, shipping, please. Should have a couple bags, a fossil card, and a pack. All right, Peter Waddington, let's find you. The next order is shipping. Everyone wants on at 7. Here's a bag. Should have a couple bags. Oh, let's look for a couple of bags. Well, you definitely have one bag. Coeli. Okay. Maybe what you mean is you've got maybe what you mean is you got this thing over here. Fossil packs. Fossil card in packs. Okay, here's an open pack. By the way, I was offering to buy the light packs back for $200 a piece. Store credit. Oh, he had 3 of them. Holy moly. Holy schmolies, man. Peter Waddington. Thanks for making that night a special night, Peter. Okay. He was a big sponsor of that night. Why don't you list a big part of your collection on eBay for an absurd amount for stream advertisement? You'd think that would work. Look at that. Does Isai even know he has this? Moltres? Elijah and Brett Love. Brett Love's got this Hitmonlee. I should grade this Hitmonlee. Yeah, this one's going to grade 9 or something. I think I'm going to do that as a gift for Mr. Brett. A free round of grading. Because, you know, this guy, he really made that night possible. So you're going to get a free round of grading on the Hitmonlee. Send my first order. Oh, we got to take care of that then. Can't be skipping that. Okay. So, Peter, I've got this one really big bag for you. Did you say you had more than this? Okay. He's got this lovely card. Let's put this into a sleeve real fast. Okay. Good. It was just the slab. Oh, cool. Okay. No problem. Easy mode. Hey, Peter Waddington. Good. Big pricey thing. I've been watching for a long time, but never bought before. Nice. Well, I really appreciate you making a first-time purchase, you know. Some nights, when things slow down a little bit, it's nice to have someone new step in and give it a try. And then we have our really busy days too. Okay. You know, in the past, I used to ship these super high-end shipments with like virtually no signature confirmation or anything. We don't do that as much anymore. Of course, nothing bad ever happened, but it's such a big gamble every time. So we can't be gambling like that. All right, oops. All right, perfect. Mr. Peter picking up a beautiful Aerodactyl. Courage the Cowardly Dog. There it goes. Nice. So Peter's done. Christine, can I get 2 gem packs, 1 bulk pack? Okay, Christine, 2 gem packs, 1 bulk pack. Wowzers. Snipping this. Okay. All right. Here's Jolteon, Vaporeon, lovely. Oh, yeah. And here's Flareon, Umbreon, Eevee. By the way, if anyone's here watching today after the fossil break went off, we have another break. This time it's going to be an Ancient Origins 2015. That makes it a 10-year-old box. And it's $128 per pack. So it's kind of a high-end box these days. 128 is a lot. Okay. All right. Hey, that's some Adventure Time. Look at that. Ice Queen, Demon Blood Sword, Skeleton Princess, Finn and Jake. Oh, these are all... Oh my gosh, the whole pack was actually Adventure Time. That's crazy. That's not a bad deal, actually. You got all those for $4. That's very interesting. I think I tossed that in there because I wanted to put something nice in there. Because that is probably worth more than $4, those bulk cards. Those are all gradable. As crazy as that sounds. Okay, let's see. Not a lot of genuine Adventure Time cards out there. So when you do have authentic ones, they're a little valuable. Here we are. Found you. Ta-da. Was that signature Jake the Dog card up for sale? So if I did sell that one, it would be very pricey. And I think my goal was to get it off to BGS and see if it would have a chance at the pristine or the black label first. Because if it was a black label signature, it'd be ridiculous. Ivan Rodriguez says he wants that Jigglypuff. Here you go, Mr. Ivan. Yep, it's a good one. Okay. Brandon Botelier, Nido King Slab away payment. Okay, Mr. Brandon. Mr. Brandon. 128 per box. Per pack, I'm sorry. Yeah, that'd be a really good price otherwise. He was that much in the past, if you think about it. Minus 40. 1475. Good. Bill Barron shipping for the Destined Rivals box. Oh, Mr. Bill, I didn't think you were going to do that. I didn't think you were going to send right now. Okay, no problem, man. I was just going to combine it into something else. I tell you what, Bill, let me go ahead and print that up for you. Was it the case that we had shipped you earlier and the box wasn't in it with the rest? Because I feel bad now, like I made you lose $9. It was just supposed to be an extra 9 the next time you ship, or an extra 5 the next time you ship. Oh man, those labels are pricey though, man. Jesus Christ. There it goes. Okay. Why would you price a TCCG anywhere near a PSA price? So this isn't my card. This is actually Tammy's card. You can see the certification number on this. 927 means we graded it like 6 years ago. It is distinctly cheaper than a PSA 10. So we've gone under the PSA 10 price. And if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. It is. I don't know what the correct under the PSA price would be. But, it, you know, a market really just is whatever someone will pay for it. So that's all it is. You know, there isn't like a government rule about how cheap a TCCG slab should be. It's just whatever someone's willing to pay for it. That's it. But that's Tammy's card. She sent a commission order in, and that Diglett happens to be in it. There's a couple TCCG cards from that order. So Bill Barron, box of DR. And what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Bill, I'd like to give you that $5 back. Okay. So I'll split the bill with you on this shipment. Okay, Bill. If you're watching still, it's going to be $5. Mr. Bill, you've got $5 back on that. Looks like I already gave you $5 because of the problem with the Jolteon. So you're going to have a total of $10 store credit now, Mr. Bill. There it is. CGC 10 is about 60 to 70% PSA 10, not talking about pristine. Oh, right, but everyone knows that the grading standard for a CGC 10 Gem Mint could be pretty poor. The grading standard for a TCCG 10 is really strict. So this is, my Gem Mint's not the same as a CGC Gem Mint. This is, our grades kind of follow PSA standard of very, very tough 10s. So yeah, I kind of get how the CGC 10s have underperformed in their value on the market, but that's because everyone knows when they did the 9.5 upgrade, you know, many of those 9.5s should have been 9s, not 10s, 9s. And so when they did that upgrade, they really damaged the value of the CGC Gem Mint brand. We didn't never do that with Carddass grading. It is. But again, when it comes to the pricing, it's really just whatever someone's willing to pay for it. So Tammy can tell me to lower it. It's Tammy's card, it's not my card. So Tammy can say, you know what, get rid of that Diglett. Sell it for $20. If she does, I might buy it. All right, first time order from Mr. Naranja. What's up, man? Buying the PSA 10 Poker for Alligator. Call me Coral. 2000 Pokemon Gold. All right, we got it. I will probably end up calling you by the other name because I will forget to call you Coral. Let's see. We kind of all just do our normal names. So like, for example, my name's Derek. It would be very hard for me to do nicknames for everyone, unfortunately. Unless we had like a website or something. So for Alligator, huh? You were asking me if it was still for sale, and I kind of said I don't know. There's Slowpoke. See the channel, is that what it is? You still privy to trade for the Black Label Rainbow Charizard Champion's Path? I'm open-minded. Yeah. That'd be a cool card to have. All right. Is it because it was posted in this channel? Let's see. Was it posted in here? All Slabs June? There it is. For Alligator. Preach, mister. Unironically, pre-CGC devalued the grading after removing perfect tens. Not only that, but this table is a terrific place to sell Carddass slabs precisely because they sell best to people who like this channel. So that's why we started it cheaper than a PSA 10. And if it doesn't sell, we can make it even more cheap. But usually you give it a chance and then you rotate it and nobody wants it. And then you consider lowering the price at that point. But there's not like a rule book that says you have to start it out, 60% below PSA. There's no rule on that. Here it is. And Tammy makes the majority of the money of the sale. I just make a small commission. So it's not like I get rich selling that Diglett. And that Diglett was graded like 4 or 5 years ago too. So that's what's going on there. We are. All right. Found him. So we're going to say for Alligator sold. I don't think you got the chance, but can you write sealed on my card? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do that right now. My bad. Oops. Yeah, you mentioned that to me. It is S. That's a very good price for the for Alligator. I feel the same way. I feel like the for Alligator should have been like $100. But when a good value goes up on the channel like that, Pop 1 Pichu deck, when that happens, anyone can buy it. And he rotated it a couple times. No one bought it, and then he finally got a picture taken. So that's how it happened. And so 65, I agree. I think it's a very good price. And now it's his. And if it goes up in value over time, he gets to benefit from that. There it goes. Now for me, I will end up grading a new gold deck one day. Because I have a couple left. I think I have like 3 left, so I'll be all right. And so when you're in that situation, you got to take advantage of it sometimes. Here's Jacob. Prismatic pack, keep the change. Damn, dude. That is super generous. Here you go, Mr. Jacob. All right. Do you know if you have a PSA 151 Venusaur for sale? I definitely don't. All right. I was lucky because I'm a big Totodile fan, and I'm excited for the new game to boost its popularity. Have you ever heard of a mystery slab app called Arena Club? All right, here it is. All major grading companies have brought into themselves controversy and conflict of interest. TCCG is not. Well, there's John, I guess. But yeah, I mean, for the grading, the actual system of grading and all that, you're correct. There's nothing crazy has ever been, like I've never graded the fake Pokemon cards that CGC just graded. But there's also a reason for that. I've only graded 10,000 cards ever. That's not a lot of cards. CGC just said they graded 500,000 cards in 1 month. So, that'll do it. And you can't really mail me in specialized cards to grade I'm not going to accept them. So almost all the cards that get graded is like this Goldeen just came out of a booster pack that I opened. So I go, yeah, of course this is authentic. I'm the only one who touched it. Here it is. All right, I'll be your new John. Quick! All right, Jacob Chickering. All right, Jacob. Very nice. Very good. Jacob. New bag? Oh, Jacob. Keep the cards. All right, 3 hollows. He says keep the cards. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the tip, man. That's really nice. Look at that. That's very generous of you. Did Mew go off? He's very close, but he did not go off. Let me show him off real fast. So here you can see there's only 2 spots left on Shining Mew. He's very close. Here's your last chance to jump into him if you've got your paycheck in or whatever. Today's Thursday, right? So people get paid on Thursdays. It's 7:08. I got to hop off and have dinner with Karis and go walking now. Really, I don't spend a lot of time with her. It's kind of a bad situation. Eventually, we're going to move, and hopefully my schedule will be a bit lighter after the move. So we'll see. Got a pre-price for tonight's stream. Want to put in a pre-order for black and white. I do not have a pre-price. Let me look real fast. I don't have a black and white pre-price, no. But let me have a moment to myself. Let's see. Scoobity boo 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 boo. Skadooby doo, skadooby doo doo boo 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 boo. Black and white. It looks like the price could be around $7 a pack. Let me see over here now. It's 30 packs a box, I assume. Oh, is it 20 booster packs? How many booster packs is a box for this set? Doobie-dee-doo, doobie-dooby, doobie-dooby-doo. Doobie-doo. Oh, it's 20. Okay, it was 20. So... I might do a rule where you're required to buy a pack of each at a time to make things simple, but that might not be popular. The thing is, the price of the booster packs could go up. Hold on. Like, let's say I'm only selling the white box. No one wants the black box. The price on the black box could go down, and the price on the white box could go up, right? Or we just make it so that you buy them together. Oh, man, I got to sneeze. So I haven't really decided what's most popular. What are people doing that's most popular, would you say? Dang, that's racist. Yeah. What do you mean by that? All right, so let's just see then. So let's see. Divided by 40. Yep, got to be $7 a pack. That's it. $7 a pack is going to be it. So that's what we intend to do. Then it's just that. Let me ask you guys a question. Is one of the sets more popular than the other? Like, what are people opening? Are they opening mostly black or mostly white? White seems a tad more popular with the waifu chase. So that's what we'll be looking at. We'll be looking to see if people open too much of white or too much of black, and the prices could shift accordingly. But it looks like they're going to be $7 a pack at the launch, okay? So that's what we'll be doing. I guess I'll add that to the menu for myself so that I don't have to do it when we go live. Japanese, black, and white. Okay, black. I'll say black or white. How about that? Black or white, $7. I wonder why they ended with the black and white set. Does anyone know yet? Does anyone understand why black and white was the final set? Like, they didn't announce black and white, correct? Okay, let's close this. I would just get 50-50. White has Hilda, but black has Zekrom. Pretty even. Okay, that's good. Black and white leading into the next game. Yeah, it's got to be that, right? Like, they're hinting that black and white's coming out soon. Because I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere. The black set and the white set. All right, guys, I had a great time with you all. Tonight, the Thursday late night stream. expect a giveaway to be there. We're gonna have a giveaway. It's Thursday night. There's got to be a giveaway. That starts at 1:30 a.m. Central Time. I hope to see you guys there. See you later, everyone.